Who has to eat first if they ask the question first?
Well, I can ask the question, you can eat first if you want.
I'll ask the question. Right, okay. Here we go. Are there any conspiracy theories you believe?
Oh my goodness. It's quite a good question, eh? Especially...
It's got my mind thinking.
I know it is. Especially with what's going on in the world with coronavirus just now. There's so much going on in social media. And I kind of sort of started to believe stuff, but then...
Do you believe that it came from 5G phone towers?
I personally don't, but I personally also didn't know, so...
Conspiracy, I think there's one I kind of believe.
Okay.
And that's did Joe Biden really win the election? But let's not go into American politics. My older brother actually doesn't believe that they went on the moon though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. He wasn't around back then, so he can't exactly have a valid point. Right, you've got to eat the hot food. I'm freaking out over this hot food, okay. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to go first?
Please.
So this is my turn, is it?
Yeah.
So how many shakes will we go? Have I got to eat the whole chicken nugget?
This video is sponsored by McDonald's.
Right, I'm going to smell it.
You put far too much on that.
Well, you better.
Oh my days. So you believe that COVID was made up? That's quite a wild statement, actually. Are you struggling there?
That's actually quite hot. For being the lowest on the scale. Jed, I feel like you need to take a taste.
Oh no.
I'm really not sure if I believe actually in this game with regards to the pandemic. I'm just kind of like lockdown number 2.
I think a new conspiracy theory is that Mark set me up to fail here, and I believe that one. Can I dip it in the milk?
I think you should focus in on this chicken nugget. Look how much sauce he's got in.
That's more than enough.
Comparison to my...
That was your own fault though. Right, okay. No, I think I could tolerate that one. Can you pass some milk over?
I actually feel that you need to take a bit more responsibility for how much sauce you dip in, because it's not enough.
Oh, right, okay, this will do me. I feel like this was meant specifically for you, because if it was asked for me, it'd be weird. As a wife, mother, and pharmacist, how do you balance your time making time for God and for rest?
Oh, this is a good question. And I do feel like I get it right every day. I actually listened to one of Naomi's preaches last night about having some sanctuary time and some rest and putting your phone on airplane mode and just taking some time with God. And it's fight or flight in my life, to be honest with you. Every day is kind of, especially during like lockdown, and you've got to do this homeschooling as well. So, but I sometimes feel like even if there's like a few days that I haven't spent time with God, even just praying in the car, driving like to my work, can be just something little that I have to do. I feel convicted, so I do find that I could be better at this. But I'm thinking the way ahead is AirPods, so I can like listen to like the Bible or listen to Stephen Furtick.
Shout out Apple.
While I'm having supper, so this is a shout out to Apple and also for James. AirPods.
Honestly, I can't even balance my time between work and PlayStation, so I can't answer that question. Just need a story up so I can go back on my Minecraft world.
I feel like you should befriend my son on Minecraft.
He can get access to our realm, that'd be fine now, Mark.
Okay.
How old is your son, Babs?
Oh, Ruben is 8.
Yeah, but Minecraft's like 16 plus, so he shouldn't be on it. Oh, I put far too much. Can I spread it out, man? Is that bad?
Okay.
Just tell me it's good,
Just a little bit.
It's good.
Quite hot.
But not the nuggets that are cold.
It's got a different flavour, isn't it? Like a fresher flavour.
That one's not actually bad.
It's not too bad, is it?
It's either that or my mouth's already on fire that I'm not noticing an extra kick. Unless it comes later.
If you could see one measurement or statistic above everyone's head about them, what would it be? Example, how many nuggets they've ate.
One statistic above everyone's head.
I've got a good one for you.
See, I've actually always thought about this with like how much times I've listened to a certain song, and I've wanted to know it my whole life. Like, I love seeing what my top songs are. So on Spotify, I'm always looking at what my top song for the last 4 weeks or blah 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 is, and what my top song overall, which is actually a Christian song. Which one it is I'm forgetting it now. My mind's just gone places with this hot food. So I actually think I would like to know almost like what their top song is and how much times they've played it.
I like that. I think that's good. I cannot get The Blessing out of my head just now. I love watching it on YouTube, and I've listened to it and watched it. So I think that's good.
It's your challenge. Okay, so my challenge to you is share an embarrassing story.
Oh my goodness. I'm really trying to think, and there's nothing coming to my head.
I did an interview with Jed and he was nearly crying.
Okay, can I ask?
You can challenge me.
Okay. Oh, this is hilarious.
No.
This is like a Pastor Ben kind of thing you managed to pull off. Speak with a South African accent for the next 2 minutes.
I suck with accents. But like, I don't know. No, that's Indian. That's Sri Lanka. Because it's like Australian, but it's African. Have you seen that video of like Little Mix? Or Jessie J has to do Jamaican, or Jessie, whatever her name is, has to do Jamaican. It's like, that's me right now. Yeah, man, we are trying the hot sauce, man. I do not know what accent. Oh, I always go Indian. Oh yeah, man. I just love the pure hot sauce, man. Which one is it, man? Oh, very good, man. Oh, just one drop, yes?
Oh, no.
Oh, more. 3. 1.
Cool it.
2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please pray for me, mother. So.
Oh. I'm like, it's so hot.
That's the end of the video, yeah? I can't taste anything. Oh.
Next question.
Can I just put a nugget in my mouth to soothe up this salt?
I'm actually crying because it's so hot.
I'm actually just eating this tripe. Oh. It's on the like bottom of my tongue, my lip now.
Oh, it was hotter. Oh, it's so hot. It's hot.
You're actually crying. So is this your embarrassing moment?
This is my embarrassing moment, guys.
No, like it's like the bottom of my lip here. It's actually in pain.
That was so hot.
What do you prescribe to like against this?
Like not doing it. Right, okay.
No, it's not okay. Right, is it my turn to ask a question?
Oh my goodness, we're on to the Fiery Diablo hot sauce.
Mark, I'm burning your house on Minecraft. Right, okay. If you could liken me to any character in the Bible, who would it be? You can say Jesus, because that's what we all aim to be.
Oh my goodness, this is a really good question.
No, stop praising Mark. He's getting nothing else for us. He's got his own enjoyment here.
I would say you're like Peter. Just because you're
Where'd you get that from?
Just because you do. I could imagine that you look like him. He would have worn a North Face hat. No, you're quite...
That's just because he's hiding his haircut.
Aye.
Yeah.
That ponytail like to the back.
I'm going for the man bun.
Aye, you're quite playful and you're quite cheeky. So I would say I could imagine Peter to have been like that.
Thank you.
Right, I've put 4 drops in mine.
Well, that's 3 more drops than I'm doing.
I can't believe I agreed to this.
I didn't. Okay, there's no tears this time, so I'll go for it.
Okay.
No. It doesn't even taste good.
At least the other one tasted like smoky, so but that is just... Okay, so if your life was a movie, what
It's a Miley
band
Cyrus song.
would you want to make the soundtrack?
I imagine my life's been quite peaceful. A few upbeat bits, but not much, so I don't think I would want a rocky band or a... I kind of want... There's a band I really like called Bear's Den. They're quite folky, a bit like Mumford, but they're quite calm and they're just brilliant musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have, like, when they use the trumpets, like when they go like a bit louder or whatever. So like the exciting bits of my life, you kind of can build up to that. I feel like my life would be like, it'd just be a nice movie. It wouldn't be like an action thriller, it would just be a... Has anyone seen the film The Accountant?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be named something like that, but it's actually nothing like that film, because that film's actually got a lot... I don't know what I'm saying now. What's a really calm movie?
So, on the Scoville scale, where are we at? Are we sitting about 7,000?
We've just tripled what we just had.
And how
pretty
many
much.
drops do you think we should go for?
0.5. It's not coming out, it's a shame.
I think I get on to think, like, where's this even came from?
Hit the bottom, no, then you know, oh, you've put far too much.
You've just got to put exactly the same as 5 putting on.
No.
Okay, that was a good few drops.
Yeah, a good few drops too many.
Right, okay, here you go. Oh, listen.
That's a
Why are you
lot.
doing on your
Look,
chicken nuggets?
that's heaps.
Oh, look at mine.
Yeah, but that was your own fault. Okay, I'll put a little bit more. But, like, Babs, you can explain to my mom why I never made it home. That was a good drop.
Ah, there is.
I need to, like, make sure it's all even so I get it all at once. Shaking to read it. Like, what are you currently reading in your Bible? And what have you felt God speaking to you from it?
Let me think about this. Because I've read a few things.
Flex. It's a good flex.
I know it is it?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I read the whole Bible last week.
One thing that I have been reading, and it's probably came from kids' church, in that Lisa's been doing the series on Lost, so like the Lost Coin, the Lost Son, and I sort of, it's really funny because I've picked up quite just simple parables. Like I've picked up areas in my life that I can sort of parallel being lost, especially how it is now with the pandemic. Like I totally feel lost. Like the fact that we're now coming to church and we're now meeting up with friends and family, and so I would say probably I've been reading a lot from Matthew and going back to the parables.
Yeah.
So that's challenged me. Really challenged me.
Yeah, I quite like that, because the parables are that classic thing you're taught as a kid, because they're the simple stories. But there was last year at Rock Nations, or the year before, someone really dove into the parables of the lost, and it was one of my favourite preachers from that time there. And it does show that there's that much meaning within what God said, because they're literally stories directly from God. There's that much meaning that when you properly dive into it, you know.
Shall we go for it?
Go for it, right?
Did you feel like I was like new tasting that it's like got this?
Oh, the heat
huge
starts kicking in.
wave.
Yep, the heat's kicking in after.
Imagine putting your youth leaders through this.
I know. Guys, don't sign up for you. No, you better not say that. I know, you're loyal youth leaders, and you put cameras on them and just make them cry. It's just staying there. Oh my days.
So, last question I asked was about a soundtrack for a movie that would be based on your life.
Great movie. I want Quentin Tarantino to film it.
Okay, so that's good. But which actor would be cast as you?
Channing Tatum. No. Samuel L. Jackson would be a good one.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the resemblance. That's really hot.
He's bald though, so that might not work.
Are you quite geeky?
My siblings would say I'm geeky, but I would say I'm naturally quite clever. But I don't think I applied myself as much as I could have.
So you wouldn't be a Sheldon, would you?
Like, I'm like one of those classic nerds that loves Star Wars and the Marvel and all that, but I think that's more popular now. Like, I wouldn't read a comic book, as cool as they are, I guess. Tom Holland, he's cute. Why did I just call a guy cute?
Tom Holland, like name some movies he's been in.
Spider-Man, he's the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
Because
think
he's
you're probably
a
a wee bit taller than I am, but...
Yeah, he is quite small.
Aye.
But to be fair, I was about 3'2" all the way through academy. Okay.
Right, ready for the next one?
No, but we'll go for it. Right, okay. What are things about God or faith that you have changed your mind on since becoming a Christian or growing further in God?
Oh, that's a good question. So, with regards to God, since becoming a Christian, I feel now that God is with me all the time, and He's always at the forefront of any sort of decision that I make. I would probably go to God before I would probably discuss it with anybody else, but yet we're natural, and sometimes it's so easy to like rely on your own understanding, isn't it? Do you ever go to somebody and ask their opinion rather than take it to God?
Quite a lot of the time I'll message one of my mates just to check something, but I guess it's because a human instinct is you want an answer quickly.
It is.
And the whole patience thing, waiting on an answer, is if you're really in the need it's like the human instinct.
I would say that would be the thing, like actually getting a relationship with God, speaking to God, getting into His Word.
Yeah.
What would you say to the third year of academy version of Jed?
It's difficult, but I'd almost say, you know, don't lose heart and don't give in to the world as such.
That's a goodie.
Because when I, you know, going through the academy, there was a few times I would have some of my mates going along to youth with me. And I'd want to pal about with them, but then also part of me wanted to be the one to go to the front, have my hand up and worship and all that. And I think there's always something that held me back when I was around my mates. And even when I went into the uni, everyone knew I was a Christian. But you know, there would be times where, like, I would just want to spend time with them rather than so much church stuff.
Yeah.
And it was a struggle. There was times where they would just want to go out, and I would get asked every time, and I'd always have to say no. And there was part of me that was like, I could just go out once. People wouldn't.
I think a lot of people has got in that same kind of pressure.
Yeah, there is a lot of pressure, but I would honestly just say that at the end of the day, it's not really worth it. I could have wasted so much time and money just doing it, but instead I kept my head down, and people that I was friends with now just respect. After a while, it gets easier, and people respect what you believe. Like I was saying to Mark the other day that in primary school, I was cornered by a bunch of people they started punching into me saying, say the F word.
Okay.
And I literally, I didn't say it, I took a few punches. I guess I am a Sheldon, eh?
Yeah, I am.
And I said to Mark now, I don't know if I would have kept saying. And another thing is just keep the good friends close.
Yeah.
Like I'm blessed with my friends group that I've got around me, with the likes of Samuel and Rachel and Sophie and Emma.
Yeah.
And Ilsa, and I guess the other two. But yeah, make sure you know who your friends are as well. Yeah, but
for me,
yeah,
unlike you, you went to church, so you were sort of grounded in church. So I didn't hate that. Like I had a really loving family, but I wasn't put to church. I wasn't at church on a Sunday. So as a teenager, you know, I didn't attend youth. I didn't read my Bible. I was almost disconnected to God. But I wasn't a bad kid. Likelihood was the things that I was doing weren't right, and the Holy Spirit did convict me a lot of my time through my teenage life. But if I had to look at me again in third year, you said really importantly about the friends. It's getting that good, accountable friends from about you, and getting yourself into church. And that's the thing as well. You speak about friends, but like your friends can change. Whether it be they can change through a season. So as you said, like you can see that as you grow older, you need to change that friendships, and sometimes your friends change with reasons as well. So it's appreciating that, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you can't be afraid to let friends go as well. Yeah. Like the friends that I would have spent a lot of time with at school, now it's like a couple of messages, and at the time you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to live without you guys.
Yeah.
But as your life moves on and you clearly see that their life's heading in a different direction, sometimes it's worth not letting them drag you into their life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right, Sheldon, should we?
Sheldon, I'm not.
Should we eat our last chicken nugget with this?
Can we pretend we did?
Hot sauce. I feel like I've got so much more sauce than you.
It's just the trick of the light.
Okay.
The cold nugget really doesn't help.
This one is like when you first eat it,
It's kind of got a bit of sweet.
And then it's like boom.
You took far too much. Oh.
Well, Jed, It was really nice. Under these circumstances with cold chicken nuggets.
This has ruined my shreddies for a week.
7 balls. Hot sauce.
You're still tearing up. I thought I would tear up, but my mouth is just in a battle with itself.